Hello? Where they were getting ready to throw him out of the airplane, that actually happened for real. The guy was seriously injured. They knew that the Germans would get him when he came down. They dropped him out of the aircraft, his parachute opened. The Germans found him, took him to the hospital, and he survived. But in the Memphis Belle movie, they still have him on board the aircraft. So there were several things in that movie that did not pertain to the Memphis Belle. None of the Memphis Belle crew members ever had a serious injury at all. I mean, so.
And just to let you guys know, we also have a third veteran here, Rudy Phillips. He was a gunnery instructor and he trained on B-17s. So, any questions? I think Ron's already introduced both of you. So.
Why don't you have him sit right here, and then this way we'll have all of our veterans right here, and then y'all can talk to them and ask them any questions.
Could you start with your name and spell it for me?
Okay, it's Keith Youngblood, Keith Youngblood.
And you're a volunteer?
I'm a volunteer. I'm one of the volunteers. We're an all-volunteer organization.
And the organization?
Liberty Foundation.
And tell us what we're going to do today and what the flight's all about, what it represents.
Basically, it's so that people, they don't forget the history of what our World War II airmen went through. It's you see the plane and you don't quite get the sense of what it's like when you see it static, but when you see it fly and you actually, can get in the aircraft and sense that there's, it's not like a modern 747 or something like that where it's a sealed aircraft. It's completely opened. It's nothing between you and the outside except a thin layer of aluminum. So we just want people to realize that these guys went through pretty horrible conditions. People shooting at them, flak going off, freezing temperatures. I mean, at altitudes of 25, 30,000 feet, it could be anywhere from -30 to -60 degrees. So all they had is just electrically heated suits to keep them warm. And if those went out, it was pretty miserable conditions. So.
And you guys are going all over the country?
We do. We tour all over the country. 9 months out of the year, we go to different cities. We give rides in the aircraft to people that are interested, and at the end of the day, we'll open the aircraft up and actually let people walk through the aircraft.
And how long has this been going
on? They've been doing this since, I believe, 2004, 2005, yeah. So.
Thank you.
All right, you bet.
You can sit down.
And this would be the alternative.
Hey, how are you? Daryl with the Coventry News. If you could start by saying your name and spelling it for me.
My name is Rudy Phillips, and
what was your position in the service?
I was a gunnery instructor at Tyndall Field at Panama City, and I instructed the B-24, but the B-24 was in such demand because it would haul more bombs and was a little faster, etc. So we used B-17s to train the students, and so that's how I flew on the B-17. I was not air crew on one or anything like that. I just taught in the school and flew with students and so on.
Thank you so much.
I could give you a lot there. Every invasion was exciting. You know what a glider is?
Yes, sir.
Well, of course, the first invasion I made was Sicily with the British. That was exciting. We got hit there pretty good. The next one was D-Day, and the next one was southern France. And then 30 days later, we went into Holland. We took 1,877 gliders into Holland. We took paratroopers into gliders. We went 45 miles behind the lines. So that should have been the end of World War II. But General Montgomery of the British messed it up like he messed everything else up.
Don't
walk out, okay? So with us. This jet's just about to leave, so once the noise goes away, it'll be good. So, but the biggest key is there's a red line out there. Everybody wants to get a big picture. Do not walk past that red line. So we'll keep an eye on you, but that's airport part, and they frown upon that. So that's an active taxiway, so please don't go past that. Once the noisemaker goes away, I will give you guys a full brief on the flight. I know everybody's on a schedule, and I'm already got you 50 minutes late, so we'll real quickly do the media flight. We'll go fly here locally, go around downtown a trip or two, let you guys get some great shots. And but I'll brief you guys in just a minute. So you want to escort them out, Ron? Okay. You got Ron, obviously, and Keith.
Some of you wanted media, one of the media things?
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you guys a couple things. I'll give you the full brief once the noise goes away here, and of course probably more noise shows up. But but we're going to make sure like the release itself shows Epps Aviation, which is right next door, but really it's better to tell people just to come to the base of the tower, because then they can find the airplane a little better when they come in the main entrance. We'll have signs. But anyway, I'll be down there in just a few minutes, and Keith, if you don't mind, just keep people on the red line.
A lot of good volunteers, a lot of good guys are part of it that help out, yeah. And it's not that terrible. A lot of the airframe parts are harder to come by.
These are not the original engines, are they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, original Wright Cyclone 1820s.
Okay, those right after this.
Oh, absolutely, that's a good idea. So you're not flying, you're staying down?
No, I'll be on the ground. I won't be flying.
Gotcha.
Ray and Cullen will be.
You know what time we'll be taking off there?
Very shortly.
You know what our path will be? We're going downtown.
Yeah, we're going to go over downtown. Yes. Okay, you're right there. Okay, that's Tom Reed up there.
It'll be an honor if I get cut or something.
I have flown a B-17 for 20 years, and I'm still not smart enough to duck through places that get you hit. But that pad up in the front, we gave out all kinds of Purple Hearts last year for that. So we padded it this year, so now you can hit it pretty hard.
There was one small book he wants me to look for you all. If there's anything else that you are looking for specific for the aircraft, I deal with a lot of museums and collectors. So
okay, that'd be great. Oh,
whatever
you
need.
Well, you know what? We need everything. I mean, we're rebuilding our airplane that was lost 2 years ago.